just wanted to do a quick video to show you guys how this looks when you turn it on. We'll get it plugged in, flip it on, and take a look at the options and this cool screen. So step one, we just got to plug this in. We plugged into a standard outlet here. And then there is an on and off switch right here on the treadmill itself. The light turns on when you flip it on. Once you have it turned on, this screen will turn on. Now you do need to have this safety plug plugged in before it will actually allow you to run it. And so it recognizes that's on. You want to clip this to your person. If you've ever used a treadmill, you know that they've got these as a safety mechanism for you. So a couple of things that make this extra awesome. First of all, I like this kind of grippy area where you could be putting a tablet or a book. I like to read and watch shows, both options, when I am exercising. I like that it has a fan here, that it has speakers as well that you can Bluetooth connect to. And that is an awesome feature. You don't need to have your headphones in. You can Bluetooth connect and have it come through the speakers there. Here you've got heart rate tracking. So your heart and your pulse is tracked by holding on to these as you're exercising. Okay, there's a reason this is a high-end treadmill. This thing has a lot of functionality. It has some quick incline buttons. So if you press these buttons, it will automatically go to those inclines instead of adjusting it like a little bit at a time with these incline buttons or these incline buttons. It also has automatic speed buttons. You can adjust to these speeds, and you can also manually do it here or here on the handles. So you got lots of options there. It has a bunch of built-in programs here. You can see how the incline and the speed is adjusting as I press the program button down here. But you can also set up your own default user programming. So you could decide what your specific choice is for how you want the incline and the speed and the time to be set. And then that can be saved as your programmed setting. So we can get to the user ones here. I'll scroll through. So the ones that start with you, these are the ones that you can program for yourself. So amazing options with this. I am, so doggone impressed. Highly recommend you take a look at this one if you are looking for a smart treadmill that just really makes exercising a breeze. So glad we received this treadmill so that we could use it ourselves and share it with you.
A few reasons I love this treadmill is that it's very compact. It's easy to store in smaller spaces. It's easy to put up and down. You can see here, I'm able to use one foot and one hand while recording to put the treadmill back to a horizontal position to start exercising. This treadmill is not super wide, so I wouldn't recommend it for someone with a super wide stance or very tall. I'm about 5'6", and this is a good size of treadmill for me. A few other things that I like about this treadmill is that it does have an incline. Not many small treadmills that I found or the walking pads have any kind of incline, so I really liked that this was smaller and had an incline. I love that you can change the speed and the incline with the handlebars, so you don't have to reach up to the screen if you're in the middle of running and need to move either setting up or down. This treadmill also has a few programs programmed into the treadmill, so you can do that before you begin. It has the safety magnet, of course, which is easy to put on, and as soon as you pull it out, the treadmill does immediately stop. I've had this treadmill for about 3 years now. I've had no issues. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend it for someone that's very tall. If you are an average size person, this would be a good fit for you.
Hey everyone, Laura here. I just wanted to take a minute to show you how nicely this high-end treadmill is packaged and all of the pieces that are included in this box. The first thing to note is that this box was strapped together so well. It wasn't just strapped, it was taped over the strap. So I had full confidence that this box was going to stay together in transit. To get it out of the box, we tipped it on its side and cut along the edges so that we could lift the lid of the box off the top. With the lid off the box, we could see that this was packaged super nicely with plenty of styrofoam, plastic, sturdy cardboard, tape to make this really travel well. We recommend cutting the side of the box and lifting the main portion of the treadmill out sideways rather than lifting it up into the air. This was a lot easier on our backs. And again, we were pleased by how well this was packaged inside the box. As far as pieces and assembly go, you end up with 5 major pieces. The treadmill itself with the arms already connected, the console that runs the treadmill, 2 covers, one for each side of the base of the treadmill, and a small bag containing the instructions, the power cord, the safety tether, the lubricant for the treadmill, as well as a set of assembly pieces and tools for assembling the treadmill. Of course, all this great packaging means you'll need to recycle and dispose of the pieces, but it was well worth it to know that our treadmill had traveled so well. I definitely give this company a 10 out of 10 on their packaging. So glad we received this so we could share it with you.
Is the best treadmill ever. And here's why. Please ignore the messy setup right now, but you can see I actually use this. So right now, I got done with the 1-hour workout. This is the treadmill itself. And you might be wondering, what's all this going on? I'm going to tell you. So this is the treadmill, what it looks like. Obviously, you guys already know. You got distance, time, and all this fun stuff. We've already done a review on it. I struggle. I can walk outside when it's warm, no problem. But when it gets cold, like under 60 degrees, I cannot stand walking outside. So over winter time, late fall, I stop walking altogether. I get lazy, and truth be told, I gain a lot of weight. Well, since getting this treadmill, the THERUN treadmill, it has motivated me to actually walk, because obviously it's indoors, to walk all through winter. Here's the thing. This is what really helped me. They have an app, Zwift. Okay? This is amazing. This has been life-changing. That very lightly at all. It's been life-changing for me. So apparently you can get shoes that they have. You also can do a ride. So they must have some kind of bike that you can get. But since we have the treadmill, we're just letting it sync up. So we've already connected it and been using it for months. All right, synced up to ours. Now we're just going to get okay. We also have our Amazon tablet. And we downloaded the Zwift companion app on our tablet. That basically gives us bigger data because I don't like a small little screen. So that gives us even more data. So that, we got all kinds of stuff. You can see other people. You can do messages with other people, direct, and all that fun stuff. All tons of stuff. You could join clubs. I'm a part of a local club, and tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. We are currently level 5. Now, we do mostly walking, so we've only done 35 miles so far since syncing it up with the app. I probably did 30 miles before I even used the app. So that's the time we spent. Slices of pizza. I mean, it just shows all kinds of stuff. You got activities, and you can see here, just as proof, 20 minutes ago, we did 1 hour. 15 hours ago, we did 2.3 miles. The 10th, the 9th, the 8th, the 8th, the 7th, and it just goes on the 6th, and it just keeps going on, and it shows us all of our stats and fun stuff. That's just the companion app. This is the actual official app. You have home, so you can do events with other people. You got tons of events. Starts in 11 minutes. It's 20-minute thing. You got dual-thon or whatever. You got routes. Routes, you could then just simply run these routes however you want. Then you got workouts. This is what I love. I'll select less than 60 minutes or less than 30. And then you can see some that we've already tried with the check mark. And then here, it tells you how to do everything. So we're just going to tap this one. And here, it tells you. So we're just going to do this, start workout. What it does is it says set treadmill to 3.5. You set it to 3.5 and you do the workout. Now we're going to go back over here. What I like about the Zwift companion app is it syncs up with the actual Zwift app. So this is the companion app. This is the actual official app. Then this is their other companion app. Their companion just shows details. You can't actually set it up. But now it shows you what we're doing, and this is what it does. So for 6 minutes, we do it at 3.5 or whatever the warm up is. Then it switches to 2 minutes at 3.8 miles per hour, and then you manually switch it. So that's the only thing you do have to do is when it says, okay, switch, it'll tell you on both things, it'll say switch. So then you switch, and then you do it like 4, whatever it is. And it's amazing. It's life changing. There's me. And only if you don't want the Zwift companion app, you don't have to. I just like it on a tablet because it's big. You know, when I'm running or jogging or something, you know, it's hard to see these small little words and stuff. So on our phone, I mean, you can still see it. Like if you look, you can easily see everything. So it's not a big problem if you don't have a tablet. I'm just saying, life changing. So, it's my number. I've reviewed tons of treadmills and fitness stuff. The combination of the app and the actual treadmill is number one. I don't give things number one ranking ever, but it's ranked number one in treadmills that I've ever reviewed, and I've been doing YouTube since 2009. Let that sink in. You can run, it says 8 here, but you can actually set it, the speed up to 10 miles per hour. You can also set the incline to 15, even though it says 14. So yeah, you could just, it's amazing. It's amazing.